of Socratic Gamers back with Sid.
What
Just gonna
up?
run a couple of weed missions as we just chat about life. So, what's new, man? Anything interesting, or should I just jump into my first question?
Yeah, just jump into your first question.
All right, cool. So,
Let's just get down to business, man.
what is the one thing you'd say you've learned in life that has benefited you the most?
The one thing that has benefited me the most
Hmm.
in my life. Acceptance.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Hmm. So the
Acceptance.
primary teaching that has taught you the most about life is acceptance.
Well, I never knew what it was called until wait, what was your question? Sorry. What was that last
What?
thing? What was the
Oh,
last thing you just said?
the thing that benefited you the most in life is learning about acceptance.
I didn't know it was acceptance until I learned about it.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But it
But
was one of the biggest things for me.
oh, why's that?
Yes. Some things happening in my personal life. Um, I was at one of my lowest times, and then I had to go through that acceptance to go into liberation
Hmm, that's
of the
cool.
problem.
Oh, I
Yeah,
feel you. Sometimes you
yeah,
can't like work around it. You have to just like let it be.
yeah, exactly. Or
So,
you try to force something, um, you try to force something, or something is not, you're not always in control.
yeah, for
That's the
sure, for
one
sure.
thing too, right? So it's like the acceptance of that.
Hmm. So
And yeah, what's up?
you've now traveled to like a bunch of different places on in the world. What would you say like you've learned the most about traveling?
Uh, Gratitude
Wow,
would be the
gratitude.
one that I learned. Because my in my heritage, we're from the Philippines, and it's a third world country. So living the way they did, and I was there
Hmm.
for a month because I have family there, so I lived the way they did. It provided me with the gratitude of the lifestyle that I have
Oh, for
back
sure.
here at
Yeah.
home in Canada. So it was like you then see how much hard work that your like my parents went through to come to Canada in the first place
Hmm.
to give me my this better life,
Yeah, for sure.
and that's where the gratitude comes in.
Do you think so here's the thing that I was like talking to Brentley about this one, and it's like, do you think that they came here for us, or do you think they came for themselves?
Both. It has to be both.
Hmm.
Us
Well,
because we are what they envision their future, their children. So to give themselves a better life and to give your children a better life, like the next generation, the better life for survival,
true. Do
best
you
position for survival.
do you notice like a difference between like immigrant parents and like parents that have been here for generations? Like a difference in
Uh,
like, you remember like through school and stuff, like like was there a clear differentiation between like people that have had generations here versus like us being first timers, like first generation?
um, for me, it would be financial
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I get you.
because when you're first generation, you don't know how to play the game of
Mm,
the financial game of like the first world country
totally. Yeah.
or the second world country. So um, them in the process of them learning, that's it's taking too much time when other people that are second generation have already experienced that through their own parents or even the third generation. So it's already been through, and they've learned from the experiences that they gain playing that financial game. And then the people that just arrive, the immigrants, they are just learning it. So they're just coming into it. So they don't know how to handle the money, where to put the money, you know, what to spend, how to spend it.
Yeah, totally.
Because in a third world country, they're very, you don't have much. There's not much that you have other than, you know, trying to eat a meal just for the day. And yeah, it's, and then when you come into a first world country, it's like you're stimulated so much by what you could not have before.
Totally. Yeah. Exactly.
So then you start just you know, going into those desires because you've never had them before.
Yeah, you brought up like two interesting points about, like, you mentioned it being like a game and about desire. So it's like, what is Western society then? Like if you look at places in different parts of the world and they've had like growing pains, you know, like Greece and, like, you know, Philippines and stuff, and all these different places, they've like they've been through it, you know? And it's almost like Western society was built in a way that they're trying to start something new and fresh. Like why did you refer to it as like a game?
What else can you call it? Like, what else would you call it? I don't know. There's no.
Yeah,
it is
sure.
it is a game. It is a game. Or you just follow a set of rules if you want to take it that way and obey the rules. But for me, I take it as a game because that's how I enjoy my own life.
Yeah, I get you. Ooh, well, hold on. We gotta kill these people. Alright, quick pause.
Yeah. No, we can talk and kill, man.
That's true. So, like,
Just stay safe, man.
so, like, oh no! I'm gonna die. Alright, good. Yeah, but like, different parts of the world have like monetary systems as well, but like, you know, we don't really refer to those places on Earth as like a game. Only this place, you know. It's almost because like this Western society is like built in a way that's like to propagate like new and innovative things. You know, like in Asia and stuff, they have like this thing called filial piety, where they like they glorify old people for their knowledge, but because like Western society is all about like newness, what's old is not always good anymore, you know?
Sorry, buddy. You are actually cutting off right now.
Oh no.
You're cutting off. I can't hear you.
How do I sound right now?
Oh, much better.
All right, cool. So I was saying that like in different parts of like Western society is more game mentality because it's about like like what's new, you know, and in like different parts of the world, it's more about like glorifying the old because they have something to teach, you know.
What was that last part? Who's glorifying?
Like in like you ever hear of like filial piety?
No.
So it's where like you revere older people because they have something to teach you. Like they have like a knowledge that can be gained.
Okay.
And it's like in Western society they kind of do away with that, you know what I mean?
Oh, you just cut off right there.
in Western society it's like they do away with this like notion of older people have something to teach us.
They do away with that.
Yeah, because it's all about innovation here, you know.
Oh.
Right.
So they're going away from experience and going into innovation.
Exactly. So when you called it like a game, it was like it kind of made sense because like because games are innovative and new, right? It's like we have banking systems in different parts of the world, but what's the difference between, you know, our society and like those societies? And the difference is that, you know,
Is someone chasing you right now?
yeah, yeah, a lot of people.
Is that the guys? Is that the mission or is that random people?
That's the mission. It's the people who.
Oh, should I slow down for you?
No, no, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, you're gonna need
There
to
you are.
get up. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I guess you could say that we have a game sense of mentality here because it's all about like, you know, progression, continuous progression.
That is true.
But like, do you think there's a negative towards continuous progression? Like, is there a balance maybe we can achieve by like going towards continuous progression as well as like revering old people?
Well, the perfect balance would provide you the best opportunity to learn at an optimal level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Because you're getting both the innovation and the experience, right? So there has to be that balance. But you're always like, if we go into evolution,
mm-hmm.
you're always evolving. You're always progressing into
Right.
something.
Yeah, for sure.
So
So would that suggest that there's nothing to be learned from old people or elderly people?
well, how can you progress without knowing what they know?
Yeah, totally, totally. So it's kind of like a disservice by pushing away, like, elder knowledge, you know?
Do they do that?
Yeah, like, just think about it in your own your own experiences. It's like when do you ask, like, it's like a generality in society now that it's like, oh, they're old, they wouldn't know. Like, if you look at your cousins and stuff, or like, younger generations, because of iPads, right? It's like, oh, you're too old now, grandma and grandpa. You know
like
what
that
I'm saying?
misinterpretation
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
of like, oh, you don't know.
Like,
But
why
like
do-
all kids do that.
but like,
They go through like a thing where it's like, you know nothing, you don't know how I'm like what I'm experiencing.
Totally, but that's, I think that's more of like a Western perspective, because like in like Asia, because now because of the travel experience, I've personally found that in like the Philippines, like they revere older people. You know, they're like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, we always pay our respects to
pay
them.
your respects,
Well,
exactly.
that's why
yeah, yeah.
that's why I couldn't I could not put myself there because I come from an Eastern
Totally, yeah, yeah. So it's already built
family,
in.
so like they came from there and then they brought it here.
Mm-hmm.
So I am first generation Western.
Yeah, so your
Western.
mentality's still thinking about like how you should respect your elders and stuff.
Yeah, I'm Eastern, but I guess my goal is to find that balance between the East and the West, right?
Totally, yeah, yeah, yeah.
In my own life, because that's what I have.
Yeah, yeah. It's almost like not until the West embraces the East will we have successful balance in life. So do you think technology is a bad thing, or like all right, a good example? Do you think
It's
like
very enjoyable, my friend. And internet is one of the biggest things, the biggest revolutions of all, like, could be of time.
Totally,
like the wheel
totally.
and fire.
So they say like you know, like the internet's making us
Okay, man,
less
he's
sociable.
Yeah, can we?
You're about to
Guy's
die?
killing me.
Oh no.
No, he's killing the supplies.
Oh, it's all good. Whatever. Just don't
Yeah.
die. Because I already got one, so we'll be half.
Oh man.
Yeah. So do you think that like so like you said that technology is a good thing, but do you think that this desocializes us with the whole oh wait, that's something happening. I just delivered the goods. And like so like do you think like this is making us less sociable? Hey,
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Okay, how come?
No, because you're online. You're still being social to the people online.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yes, because it's not in person, so it's not personable anymore.
Ah, true, true, true.
So you're still being sociable, but it's not personable anymore. You're losing the connection, the human connection
I got you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
of, the presence and empathy and like,
What,
emotion. Well,
quick pause.
there is emotions.
Do
Yeah, go
do
ahead.
you want to you want to sell the stock?
What's, what's up? Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Why
Cool.
do we
Cool.
have to do deliveries?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So I confirmed it. So we're just gonna sell. So we'll make money right now. So like
Okay,
what the
hold
whole
on.
idea is like we resupply and then we give them the tools to like grow more and then we just sell the stock that's been grown. But yeah. So sorry, you're saying that that yeah it
Okay, you're
makes
cutting
us.
off.
Oh, so
Oh.
you were saying that it makes us sociable and less sociable, right? But like the interesting part is like if you look at our relationship, it actually closes the distance. You know what I mean? Because like you live like 30 minutes away from me, let's say, yet we can still converse and play video games together.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like the fact that we can stay connected still through technology.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
That's what, yeah, like people around the world, FaceTime, Skype helped out with that. Like actually visualizing your loved ones in another country.
Yeah, for sure. Like
Um,
when you traveled, did you notice that like because I remember when we went to like Hong Kong together and like Asia, you'd like FaceTime your girlfriend and it's like or you would like Skype her, but it's like that that connectivity, it's like it can't be a negative, you know? It's like
Sorry,
it's
what was the last two words you said?
it
It
can't
can't be.
a negative. But it's not a bad thing, right?
No,
Right?
that's how
Yes.
we interpret it. The perception, right? So it's like,
Totally. Yeah, yeah.
how do we perceive technology? And like, this exactly how we see it. We perceive it as good because it connects us to people, connects us to our friends.
Hmm.
Um, it connects, friends, family from halfway around the world. What used to take 10 years will take you 5 minutes now to send a letter or something like that, So
Yeah, totally. Yeah, yeah. So
it's just, it's built convenience. So we've built convenience to a lifestyle of, yeah, making connections. It's all about making the connections.
yeah, totally, totally. So it's kind of ironic that the people that like talk about how technology is a bad thing, they're the ones like tweeting about it. So it's like you're
So
using
what do they say? What do
technology.
they say? What do they say that technology is bad though?
Oh, it's just like making us less sociable towards one another and like all this stuff. Like it's just beginning to get a lot of like of a bad rap, you know, because they want us to be more connected, like back in the day when we used to play outside.
Yeah.
But it's more about
But
like
there's always going to be a good and a bad.
totally,
There's one
totally, right?
extreme or another. There's always going to be one extreme or another. No matter what you do in life,
Hmm.
it doesn't matter. There's always going to be a left and a right.
Yeah, so
So,
it becomes like it's like a neutral, right? So it's like who's the one teaching the kid to play inside, you know what I mean? If you want us to be less sociable, but you're being a parent who like who doesn't allow for that, then it's like who's to blame there, the technology or the parenting?
yeah, well, you just said it right there. I don't need to say a word.
Right? No, but
But,
that's crazy
you know
though,
what I
but
mean?
like
It's like, but it's the truth. That's the truth of it.
right, it's almost like we don't want to point the finger at ourselves, so we'll like complain about anything we can just to shift blame off of like who's really
Well,
in
that's
control.
projection, right?
Totally,
You're
yeah, yeah,
projecting your own thoughts, your own emotions onto others.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. So this is like then it ties into like society being a good or a bad thing, and it's like, well, if you like, you know, your iPod, then society's not a bad thing, you know. You have to accept the negative with the good. It's almost like there'll never be peace
Yeah.
on earth. You know what I mean? Because like
Well, with peace, there's chaos. So it's like, it's gonna happen. It has to happen.
Totally. So it's like, but there's never any equanimity on Earth because like you always need. There's always going to be some person complaining. You know what I mean?
The equanimity would be within your own self.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Totally. I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where it goes into. It's not about the world. It's about within your own self.
So it's like, don't even change the world, bro. Change yourself first, and the world will change naturally.
The world will change because you changed, right?
Yeah. Totally.
And
Totally.
that goes into what you said about the Neil deGrasse, where he's like, if you change one molecule of the sun, it changes the whole sun.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
So
It
if you
becomes
change
like a
yourself,
domino
you change
effect.
your whole world.
Yeah.
Exactly. Snowball effect. That's a snowball effect right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
then, what do you think about death? Then, like, not death, like us dying, but like killing,
Well,
like war. You know what
what
I mean?
about it? Like,
It's like a
well,
good
war
or a
is.
bad thing.
Well, what's the war for right now? Like,
Power,
is it a good
control.
thing, bad thing? Well, then that's why the real warriors stay out of it.
Yeah, it totally right. Yeah, exactly. The world will figure itself out. Like as long as you're at peace in yourself, it's like, well, what can I really do in that situation?
Real warriors. The only ones that are going into the wars are the ones that are being controlled or the ones
To control.
looking to control. But yeah, looking to control. Yeah, we can say that. I was gonna say they're seeking desire also.
It's very true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's either yeah. So why do I have to do it? Is it because you're the president and I have to do all the work?
No, I'm like right here. Yeah. Oh, you had the package. Oh, that's weird.
Okay, can you drive then? You
Yeah,
can
yeah, for
start
sure.
driving.
Oh, what the hell? That's cool.
Mm.
Oh, what's been boggling your mind, yeah? Oh no,
Nothing,
actually,
man.
wait, I got another one.
No, nothing boggles my mind.
um,
Not anymore, I don't go through that stuff.
Anime, yo. Have you noticed that like all the like when you delve more and more into spirituality, it's like cartoons and like anime and stuff, all those principles have been like true all along, you know?
Um,
Like you even
the
said like
principles that they portray in the animes.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
I can only speak for animes. Cartoons. What I mean by cartoon is what do you learn from Hey Arnold and
Oh yeah, for sure. No, no, no. I meant more like
like
Eastern TV. That's actually a really interesting thing if you look at it. It's like Eastern versus Western mentality, and then you look at what East is fueling themselves with versus what the West is. Like in the East,
what
they have
they
like
feed
anime,
their
like brains.
mm,
Like in
yeah.
the East, it's all about like anime and stuff, and like upholding your honor, blah blah blah. And then, do you know that in the
It's like
East,
yeah.
in Japan, if the CEO messes up the company, he won't fire anyone. He'll fire himself.
That's a thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like it's the honor and shame or whatever. Oh, this is kind of cool.
No, we have to. Whoever's driving has to do it.
Got you, got you.
Okay, now we switch.
All right. Yeah. So like Oh no. Oh yep. Oh hold on. Well, there you go.
Uh-oh.
You good?
Maybe it's my internet.
There you
Oh
go.
my god. Cars are appearing. I'm lost. Okay.
um,
Go.
yeah,
So.
it's really weird that like if you look at like society or like when the hurricane happened in Japan, there was like a lineup of people waiting for their food, but and then you go to like Louisiana or wherever that place was, and it's like looting every night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like
Well, you know what? The hurricane, there was they raised $1.6 billion to help fund helping those victims.
yeah, and the crazy part is
So
like we were talking about with volunteering. It's like how much of that money actually goes to the intended victims? Not 100%.
yeah, I know. Yeah. and
that's the crazy
that's
part,
my
man.
problem. That's my problem with it. But that's a personal thing. If you actually want to help someone, you do it from the goodness of your heart. So it's
Totally, yeah.
like that's how I see it.
But
And
but then the dualities of it, it's like, well, that person can't possibly afford 8 hours of their day to helping a charity without getting paid, because they have to
yeah,
provide for
well,
their
it's
families as well.
understandable. I get it.
It just shouldn't be
But
marketed in that way.
for me, it's like if charity is meant to do it because you want to do it and help someone out of your own for yourself, and it's once money got involved, it's like it's losing that. It's going away from helping others and then turning more into money.
Yeah, more materialistic.
Yes. So it's like that's why money should not be involved when it comes to charities. It's like
Hmm.
other than donation. Other
Yeah.
than donation, no one should be getting paid. It should go straight to them 100%. You're helping them because you want to help them, not like I get it. You do have to get paid to make a living in the world, but that's for me. For me. That's for me. I can't.
No,
If I'm gonna
yeah,
help a charity, I'll do it for myself. I won't even expect any payment at all.
yeah. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah. So, like, it's too bad that it's not government run. You know what I mean? Because then, at least at
That
that
would,
point,
yeah, exactly.
oh,
Well,
my turn.
what do they do? What do they do? Politics. All
Yeah.
about the politics in the government.
Do you think it would be better if like we had smaller government structures so the Prime Minister of Canada, right? He has no idea what's going on in like Halifax, right? Because he doesn't live there. So it's like, how can you really govern on things that you're not directly experiencing? You know what I mean?
That's why they hire people. You run this place for me.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
My throat's dry. I need a drink. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
So like, yeah, agreed, agreed. They do hire other people, but it's like, is that the most efficient way to do it? Yeah.
It's the monarchy or
I
whatever you want to call
it's
it.
it
Is it diplomatic or is
no.
it a monarchy now?
It's almost like a business, right? So like the CEO
Oh,
can't,
I like that. I like
right?
that better. Yeah,
Because
much better.
the
Much
CEO,
better.
he can't manage the marketing and the accounting, so he hires different people to manage the marketing and accounting,
Yeah,
right? But if we treat our
much better. I like that. I like that way better. Yeah,
but if we treat our government and our society like businesses, like, isn't it open towards corruption,
100%.
right? And like we have like trade deals, so
How
it's
can you
almost
say
like
that, man? How can you say that? The government would never do that.
no, no, of course not, but like each country is almost like its own company, you know what I mean? And then that's what international trade is, where you have like different deals going around the world for different people, different companies,
Yeah,
let's say, right? So
yeah.
like, and like you have like vested
The
interests, you guys
government is the
ally.
main. Oh yeah, yeah. The government is the main business, and then everything under the country is like a contractor
Di- yeah, totally,
or
exactly.
the
Di-
or the country.
Yeah, totally, totally. So like, Vish was telling me this last night that like the Indians actually reached out to Hitler to help them with their British problem because like Britain took over India, right?
Yeah,
So
I
they
remember that.
wanted some like support, but it's like, but in our heads we're thinking like government is like good versus evil, right? Like when you're a kid, right? You're like, oh, my government's looking
Well,
out for
yeah. When
me,
you're a kid, when you don't know what it actually is, then it's like yeah. You're gonna think it to
right?
be that way.
And then
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden like you realize like,
Hi.
oh, is it?
Of course, you can take it. Sorry, my niece just came into my
Okay.
room.
There you go. Dropped off. Do you want the next one? Cool, cool. So, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's like when did you start to like clue into the fact that like people, like old people, like when you're a kid you think everyone has everything figured out, and then all of a sudden you realize like nobody's got anything figured out. We're just old people, you know. We're reaching that age where like teachers when we were kids are our age, you know. And it's like,
Yeah.
would you say that you figured out the entire like nature of reality?
Uh, the I figured out my reality.
Totally, yeah. Agreed, agreed.
I can't say that all reality. I'm not, but well, all reality is my reality. So, yes.
So, but all right, have you encountered anyone yet that you're like, wow, they have not figured out, you know, their life at all? You know, we know people like this, right? Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
Well,
What's that?
all the time.
Yeah. So like,
Uh,
hold on. Do you want to do another one?
I don't know. It's whatever.
All right, cool. Let's hit this up.
Same one.
No, we can like,
So let's steal. I want to like shoot and stuff. Have some fun.
yeah, all right, cool. We'll hit up the
Oh, I'm stuck.
we'll do like a robbing mission. Here, just go to that. Oh, where'd you go?
I'm
Oh, we can't enter
Don't let
anymore.
us go in. Yeah.
Yeah, so like you know people who are like, oh, they haven't figured out reality, right? And yet, you know, they're becoming our age, and it's like you think that, you know, you think that everyone's gonna hit a point where they come to the realization of becoming an adult. You know what I mean? But it's like, what is an adult?
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna ask that. What do you mean by adult?
Exactly. What is an adult? But when
Is
you're
it,
a
is
kid,
it age? Do you mean by age?
right? But like when you're a
Right.
kid, you have this clearly defined path of like, oh, one day I'll become an adult like them and I'll know things. But it's like, what do you end up knowing? You know, like what do they
Yeah, but
know?
when you're a child, you're always generalizing, right? So it's like,
For sure, yeah.
what will you know? You know, and you'll know your experiences. So, like I was just talking to my grandmother a couple days ago, and she was just telling me stories of her experiences, and I was like, oh,
Nice.
like that's what it is.
Yeah,
And
totally.
you just pass on your experiences to the next generation, and then
For
if it helps them, it does. If it doesn't, then that's my own experience.
Yeah, totally. So then the scary part is like we just talked about like how we don't even revere our elders. So it's like how if like Western society's not looking to learn from the past, then how can they build a brighter future? You know what I mean?
They do in the business sense, right? There's always asking for like mentorships, right? They're like, oh, get mentors, right? So they are pushing it, but it's not as practiced, and it's not practiced enough as much as the Eastern.
But if it's like
Practice
if it's almost like a bias, right? Because it's like, okay, get mentors, but in this field. But it's like, what about another mentor that's like, oh, that's like terrible, don't do that, you know? Like
Yeah.
if you're selecting a mentor from a group of people that think alike, then it's more like just teaching you how to keep being like everyone else.
I like that. Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean?
Well, people choose, or you could like it's just like choosing your friends. You choose friends that are similar to you, right? So
Yeah, totally. But how many people, like, how many quote successful unquote people actually like think freely? You know, there are some, like there are the CEOs like Steve Jobs and like, you know, Casey Neistats of the world. But it's like if we look at like, you know, materialist society, it has nothing to do with like free thought. It's about propagating what's already working to make more money.
yeah, in Western, the progression is economy.
Exactly,
Focus.
exactly. If it's economy focused,
Yeah.
then it's like, who cares about global warming? Who cares about, you know, all this
Well,
stuff?
they don't.
Yeah,
Well,
right?
I don't know. Well, I heard it from a little birdie that this whole global warming thing is BS.
Yeah,
like,
climate change
There's
deniers,
two
bro.
sides. You know, there's two different sides to it all, right? So it's like, do your own research. You can find it. You won't find it. Find you'll find what you're looking for, and you reaffirm what you already believe.
Yeah,
So
totally. Ultimately, it's like an educated guess, even like their points
pretty
of view.
much,
You know, it's like just, but it's still a
pretty much.
guess. So it's like if it's real, if it's not real, it's like at the end of the day,
The only
we
people
won't
that know are
know.
the ones. Yeah, like I don't know
Even
who
the
actually
ones,
knows.
right? Even the ones that do know, they're like biased in their
Do
opinion.
they
So
know?
it's like,
Yeah, do they know? Yeah.
so it's almost
Through
like,
their experiences of reading about it and
yeah, totally.
studying it.
Yeah,
See,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's just about the experience.
But like in a like closed system, right? If you don't learn from the other side, then you'll never know if your side's really correct. You'll just be like supporting your side over and over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
I get it. I don't know if they do that. I can't speak for the Western world,
that's true, yeah.
but like past from the past,
Mhm.
I would agree.
Mhm.
But with the internet, it has kind of did a whole breakthrough on trying to um, create change.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
yeah. Oh, I had my interview.
Yeah.
They're just it was like the one, the interviewer was like, "Oh yeah, all we know is that change is always there," and I just laughed. I was like, "Yo, she knows."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's how it is in life, man. That's how it is in life."
You know what? You know what the
Uh,
crazy part is? It's like, do they know or is it a platitude?
uh,
You, you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Okay. She said
Almost.
it. She said it. I think she knows because of the way she said it. Like it was, you felt that she like went into that
Hmm.
realization
Yeah, yeah, for
for
sure, for sure.
herself. So I was
But
like, okay.
that's the scary danger, though. You know what I mean? Like we all we all hear these like trite sayings, you know, and it's like it's like in the end, who really knows, except for you knowing for yourself what it means, you know?
Exactly. You are your own teacher.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So does it scare you, like realizing that nobody knows, or does it like empower you?
I just don't care. Well, not care, but it's just like it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It's like whatever, man.
Uh,
Acceptance.
you're just in it.
Acceptance, man.
You just gotta do what
Yeah,
you gotta
it's just
do.
yeah. I live my life, and that's it. That's all I can control. Other than that,
Interesting.
anything else outside of that, it's just NPCs.
Oh yeah, totally, totally, yeah. And if you start pushing your agenda, you run the risk of like, being a part of the problem. You know, anytime you try and evoke change, you're like creating destruction for something else.
Why not then
Why? Why not? What?
create that destruction for someone else for change? Since change is always
Ooh,
constant, anyways, you might as well
that's true. Yeah.
change for yourself. It's
I see
change
what you're
for
saying.
yourself.
But
Yeah,
if you
it's always for
stick,
yourself, man.
yeah,
For
yeah,
me, it's always for yourself.
I got you.
I've
Yeah,
I've grown to learn it's always about yourself now, and it's not in
yeah.
a selfish way, but it's
It,
like
it's like you ultimately can't save anyone, bro. You know?
yeah, other than yourself, like
Yeah.
there's only one life you control, and it's your own.
Yeah, totally.
Um, and that's why when people have control issues or go into those things, that's
Hmm.
when abuse occurs. And so
Yeah, we start to like fool
and
ourselves into thinking we're powerful beyond ourselves, you know? But we are only
yeah, oh, I
powerful
like that.
to ourselves.
I like that one. That's way better. Exactly. You changed what I was saying. Yeah, and made it more clear and concise. I like that.
Yeah. This is
How are you so fast though, man?
I don't know, yo.
Oh, your driving skills probably is way better.
Oh, true, true, true. Yeah, that's why I only use motorbikes. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Oh, it depends if you're driving a car and a bike too.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
this game's
really?
so intricate, man.
Oh, I did not know that.
You hear
I
that
thought if you're
they're
driving a car or a bike, it don't matter.
no, no, no. Yeah, it matters. It matters. They're you remember Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah, that was an awesome game.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
man.
making number 2 right now.
So I'm his son? What's going on? Oh, sorry. Spoiler. Sorry. But yeah.
Yeah,
Number 2, you end off as his son. And
number
you
1.
only play one mission, and then the game's done.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah.
Well, that's sick. Okay, so are you here? Cool,
What
cool.
do we do?
I think we have to like
We drive.
security detail. So you choose one, and I choose the other.
I should wear a suit then, man. Wait for the other funeral car. Okay. This is interesting. What is this?
I think we're like security detail for these people. So like people are gonna show up and try and shoot us, and we just have to like save everyone.
Allies remaining.
Yeah. Oh, so this is it. They're coming in hard. Oh no! Look at that. Oh, they're doing the shooting for me, yeah?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
the
that's good,
drivers.
that's good. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, it's just motorcycles. I don't care about them. You just run them over.
Oh. So you think this
No,
like
not.
constitutes violence? Do you think this will like influence us in a negative way?
I told. Oh, okay. We said it before, and then we'll say it again. For me, it doesn't build something that was never already there.
Yeah, that's true.
So if like if you don't have it, if you don't have that violence in you, then it's not gonna make you do it in the real world.
Ooh, so do you think you think video games can be a good thing too if you do have the violence in you? Because then it's a way to like channel out that aggression, you know?
It could, yeah. It goes two ways. It depends on that person. How do they want to channel out their violence?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Do it in what's up?
No, like, cause like speaking of that, and like you're saying that you can only learn for yourself. The ultimate question becomes like people who are like self-helpers. It's like how can you help someone? Oh wait, we gotta kill them. Wait, so like all these like self-help people, it's like how can you help someone if you yourself cannot help yourself? You know, and even if you can help yourself.
Well, that's exactly. How can you help someone when you can't help yourself? That's number one.
And even if you could help yourself, ultimately you can only save yourself, right? So it's like, who are you really gonna save in the end?
So all you really do is, I've helped myself. This is how I've done it.
Yeah.
Let's see if it works for you.
Yeah.
And then you find your own way.
Yeah, for sure,
That's
for sure, for sure.
Well, that's what it really is. Like, oh, I'll take some of this. I won't take some of that. This works better for me. And then eventually you'll find your own way. And then all we really do is show. All we do is show them our tools on how we did it.
Have you ever heard the I don't know if you read it though, but wherever you go, there you are.
I haven't read that yet. No, I remember you mentioning it.
Yeah. So the quote in the book, I used it for Persistence Academy. It's like we're all on this mountain together, and we need each other's help. You know, because like all truths are not the exact truth, because you can only find the truth for yourself. So ultimately, we're just showing other people, like, this is what I've done. It's like what you said is like completely true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on? What are these people? Oh, there. Sorry, I just wanted to get this done. Yeah.
So how do you feel about like gurus and stuff? You know, like Osho. He has like a lot of good points, but you know, do you think that like guru mentality is like a good thing?
What's a guru mentality?
Like, all right,
Can you describe that to me?
all right, let's say Jesus, okay? So Jesus was an awakened person who realized a lot of cool things about life, right?
Okay.
and then he has 12 disciples that believe that he is the truth, and then they follow him all the way to the end.
Yeah.
So it's like, in saying what you said, it's like, is that the correct way to do it, or not, you know?
Who am I to say what's right and wrong? You know, but for me, if you're awake to your own like beliefs and everything, you can just use him as just a teacher.
Totally, yeah. But
right?
but some people need that like we're talking about shifting blame, right? So like maybe like for certain people religion is a good thing, because in that way they get to like alleviate themselves. Ultimately what it is stress, right? Like if you're stressed out about like whatever is going on in your life, you know, you can handle it two ways, three ways. You can ignore it, you can handle it, or you can pass it off as somebody else's problem, right? So when you say things like, when not you, but like when people say things like, oh, it's in God's hands, ultimately you're saying like you're not in control and you're shifting blame.
Yeah, that's one way.
Right?
I get that.
Maybe not everyone is
not everyone, but like I do see how it could affect people in that way.
Yeah. So like, again, there's nothing good and bad in society or reality. It's just how we choose to use it, right? So it's like some people do need to shift blame. It's like whatever.
Yeah. That's not how I operate. But if that's the way that you operate, then by all means.
Yeah, for sure, right? The problem is when you start like pushing your agenda on other people, you know?
And that's the one thing I dislike, but I dislike that a lot. But
yeah, for sure.
I would say that there's just what I say is a lack of empathy. Because they're not being like aware of like, I have my own beliefs, why keep pushing yours on mine?
Yeah, for sure. Hey.
So oh wow, how much did we just gain?
I gained 43,000, yo.
Oh, let's do that again. That was
that was a lot of money. What the hell?
That was the most money I've ever made.
That was weird.
And it's easy because it's a time thing, right? So it's like we don't really do much. We just kill those guys and chill every few minutes.
All right, yeah, let's head back there.
That was an easy one.
That was good. I like that.
When are you going to the mall, man? We've played like 3 missions already. This is.
I can do one more. Terra's coming at 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's jump back.
Okay, we have to go back to your thing.
Yeah. I really like these like game conversations, because it's like it's just like chilling, you know.
Honestly, this is our childhood.
Right?
If people don't know what we did in our childhood, this is exactly what we did, but in the same room.
But now we have like, dude, you know, I was listening to Joe Rogan talk about this one. If you're alone in society, Wait,
chill for a bit.
Okay, yeah, what's up? Oh, I got 4 comments.
All the people
5 comments.
drop stuff.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say?
So like, the cool part is like, if you're alone in society, you can often find solace by playing like online games, you know, or like podcasts, right? Because like it's an avenue for people to seek out friendship in places that they don't have any. You know what I mean? I personally remember like on our travels, like when we were gone for so long, podcasts were like a great way to remain sane. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Because
For you?
For me, yeah. Because like in that way, like I didn't feel alone. You know? Wait. All right, pause.
Yeah.
Somebody's like messaging pretty hardcore on the YouTube. Can you just steal a car and then drive us there? I gotta read this.
Alright, man.
Alright, hold on, let's just take out this dude. Alright, this car looks cool.
What's up, man?
Oh
What's
no!
going on? Are we live or something?
Yeah, we are, yeah. So...
Oh, there's police? You didn't tell me.
Oh, so you gotta escape them.
Oh, we're live right now. So...
Alright, hold on.
What's up, buddy? Oh gosh.
Oh, cool. Oh, it's one of my martial arts students. See,
Cool,
look at that, man.
What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? How's it going?
See what I'm saying? It's like
Thanks for tuning in.
like the
You can do this with your friends too, buddy.
right? Yeah. So again, it breeds like that connectivity. You know, it's like although we think video games and technology are like a bad thing, it's about proper utilization of the tool, because ultimately that's what it is. It's a tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything in this world is a tool.
Right? Yeah.
Look at these like African kids that are like creating innovative stuff and making millions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, what was the one? There was like one that was a water filter.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
There's
cool.
one and then there's one that he created a chip. Oh my.
Oh no! All right, we gotta escape. All right, you gotta run away. Yeah. So you're saying?
Okay. Okay, I'm dying. I'm underwater. Oh man.
Oh,
Okay.
Cool.
Oh man. Okay, I'm dead. Just so
Alright.
that you know.
Oh, you like fully died?
Almost. Where are you?
I'm running off the side, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna swim.
Oh. I might get caught.
And I'm almost.
There you go. If I swim here, they won't be able to find me. Alright, so... oh no.
Oh, I committed suicide. Sorry.
Too bad.
The river was very... Oh, there. No more. They're not chasing me anymore.
Cool. You know...
But they're chasing you. Should I save you?
No, it's all good. I'm hidden. So it's ultimately like a knife, right? Like you can use a knife to like cut a piece of rope, but you can also use a knife to like hurt somebody.
Yeah.
It depends on your intention. Oh, there you are. It depends on your intention. So it's like all things just need to be guided through with awareness and intention.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, this is not very
Are
cute
you
right
hidden?
now.
Are you done?
Oh, wait. Alright, now you just have to wait. Alright, we're good. You should chill right here.
I'm good. They're not chasing me. They're chasing you.
Yeah, I had a couple seconds.
I'll be on the lookout. Look. Oh, there is a guy right here. Look.
That's
Should we steal their car?
No, not yet.
He's coming towards you.
Really?
He's coming towards you right now.
Oh, he found me.
Oh, wait.
Damn. Alright, I'll just let him kill me. Whatever. See, the cool thing about this game is reincarnation is real.
Why? Look.
It's
Oh,
whatever.
sorry.
Yeah. Yo, what do you think about that reincarnation?
Sorry, buddy. I stole their car,
Oh, nice.
but now I'm being chased. So
Oh, too bad.
let me lose them. I'm
Yo.
going towards the meet. Just meet me at the waypoint.
All right, cool. So,
I'll make my way there.
so what do you think? Reincarnation, real, fake?
The rebirth of yourself, and if you go back to our death conversation, it'll just be the same thing. It'll be like, oh, like, you reincarnate yourself multiple times in your lifetime.
True. Yeah.
So it's like, in that way, yes, reincarnation is real. After you die, is another story. I haven't experienced it. I don't believe that you do. But if I experience it, I'll let people know. If I die and come back, I'll let you know.
Ultimately, like I'd say reincarnation's like an analogy. It's like, how do you take it? So what you said, it's like, it's true. You do reincarnate in this life because you change who you are. But if we talk in like pure science, it's like if you die, where does your body go? You know, it goes into the ground, and then that's going to fuel the
Yeah.
soil, and then that soil is going to
Yeah,
fuel
exactly.
plants. You know what I
And
mean? So
then
like
all the maggots and parasites and
get to eat off you and stuff, and it's like
yeah, and then you're feeding energy into other living things.
yeah, totally, totally. So what I think,
Yes.
I personally think like after reading all these like crazy ancient like texts and stuff, it's more like lost in translation. You know, I almost feel like what they meant to say is not how we translated it, or maybe even what we translated it to is in a way to inflict control systems. You know, if you think about it,
Mm.
it's like, man, if you do this, you'll be able to, you know, reincarnate in a positive light, you know, or like you'll.
I think, oh, yeah, and that way it is an analogy to just become a better person for others also.
It's like a guiding light.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, do unto others what you want done to you. You know, like it's like one of
Totally, yeah.
those.
It's the golden rule, but it's like how many people follow the golden rule?
Yeah,
So
who
funny, man.
does?
Right?
Who
It's
does?
crazy. It's like we glorify these spiritual teachers, you know, but we don't even live up to who they are. You know, like
Yeah,
their
that's true.
teachings. It's like we hold so tight to, you know, we'll hold so tight to like the text, you know, but in the end, oh wow, there's police officers.
Yeah, because I'm in your warehouse now.
Oh, got you. Yeah, we'll hold so tight to the spiritual text, but we won't listen to what they're saying. It's like if you have a treasure map, instead of looking for the treasure, you're like saying that the map itself is the treasure. But it's like, no, dude, just follow the treasure map.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I do. I get that. I get that.
All right, last one, last one.
But what's this treasure you speak of?
I'd say it's like whatever people are talking about, like what these teachers that we glorify are talking about.
Which is what?
Which is realizing that you're a human being having a human experience. You're no a spirit.
A
You're a spiritual being having a
spiritual
human.
being having a human experience. Yes.
Yeah, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. You ever hear that line where it's like, "You are the universe realizing itself"?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
But here's the scary part. If you're the universe realizing itself, then does that make you special? Because you're not even you. You're just the universe.
I don't see myself as special, so you know.
But how many people do? How
You
many
you
people
are special
want?
because you're special because you're each having your own individual experience.
Right. Yeah. Totally. Totally.
But you're not special because you are the universe.
Right. Exactly. But we want something to hold on to that we can justifiably say like, this is mine. But ultimately, you have to give it all back.
Well, upon death, right?
Yeah.
So
Upon death. Yeah. Exactly. It's like what, you know, what sum of money? It's like you won't use it when you're dead.
yeah.
Okay. Where exactly are we going right now?
Yeah, that just reminds me of the whole like heaven and hell,
Oh, what do you mean?
like the whole we were talking about analogies. And it's
Uh
just
huh.
like, yeah.
Yeah. See,
Oh,
there's a different one. I think that heaven and hell's like, it's a perception, you know.
mm,
So here's the crazy part. When you die, DMT gets released in your brain, right? And DMT
yep.
is ultimately your imagination creator, right? So if you've lived a terrible life, of course you're going to see terrible things upon death, and you're like, oh my god, I went to hell.
Oh, I like that.
You know what I mean? And then the people that come back from that
Ah,
experience, they're like, They're like, oh god, I almost died. I never want to do that again. It changed my life.
I saw a glimpse of hell,
Yeah, exactly. But like, what
or a
hell are you
glimpse of
speaking of?
whatever.
You know?
Yeah. Ah, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Where am I? I'm trying to go to. Where am I supposed
It
to
says
go?
collect the contact. All right, hold on. Let me just set a waypoint.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go though. Where is the waypoint?
You have to collect the contact. Oh, so the contact's over here.
Oh, this person. Okay.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm good. I like that. I like that. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
See, this is why I like to like bridge the science with the spirituality, because it's like, yeah, we have all these spiritual experiences. Like a spiritual experience or a mystical experience is something that you can't quantify, but you've experienced, right? There's
Yeah.
no basis for its reality because it's like it happened to you. But like with science, we can start to like demystify these mystical experiences and like figure out what's really going on. So when I found out about that, like that DMT release, it's like, of course they're gonna think that they went to hell. Of course on ayahuasca you're gonna see like these snakes that like want to eat you because your life is like terrible, you know?
It's all perception of how you view life, and
Yeah,
it just enhances that. It's
so
just an
exactly.
enhancement of how you view life.
Yeah, because
Oh.
a psychedelic, uh, so the actual definition, like the reason why they call it psychedelic, is because it unearths some psychosis that's underneath, you know, some mental thing, some mental programming that you're not aware of, you know.
Yeah.
So hence why like psychedelics make you think a lot, because they make you unearth what's going on in your subconscious programming.
Oh.
You know, but we often, so like DMT is a big one, and it's like, and we often think of like angels and like demons and stuff on it, but it's like, yeah, that's just how you feel in yourself, and you're manifesting that visually through the psychedelic.
Yeah. Wow, I like that.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's why that's why you bridge the science with the spirituality.
You
Not
got
me.
to, man. You got to, or else it's like it becomes like lost. You know, that's when you get into like dogma and deities. You know,
Yeah.
right?
Believe me, have faith.
It's
I am
totally
right.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's this cool thing that Osho said. He's like, don't believe things, trust things, because belief requires blind faith, but trust doesn't require anything. It's like you either trust it or you don't.
Ah.
You know. Okay, so the whole objective here is we have to drive these people on these bikes to the landing zone.
Let's meet up next week. What? You retarded or
Okay.
something?
You could have told me that earlier. Come on, man.
Oh, which word do you mean? Oh, I'm just checking up on something.
But there's too many people.
Cool. Are you here?
You need to get your own and then drop them off.
Wait, you already got them?
I got one of them.
Oh,
and now I'm
okay,
dropping
okay.
them off.
I was waiting
Yeah,
for you.
get your own because we have to do it twice, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh man.
This guy's taking his sweet time.
And now someone's chasing me.
No,
You have to
but
go closer to them.
There was a different motorbike, bro.
Was it?
Yeah.
I use the same one.
Oh, okay. Well, this one's a bit faster. Yeah, that's whatever.
Okay. Ooh, he's dying.
Yeah.
He's dying.
Do you think you'll ever go to like a spiritual community to check it out? Like
Yeah. Why not? I'll go in India.
yeah,
Straight
that'd be really interesting.
I'm gonna go to India for that. You know, that's where my yoga teacher learned, so I'm gonna go back to his roots and see what's up.
You know what I find though? Like I personally haven't been to India, but like when talking with all these people that have traveled to different places, like we were in the Philippines and they were talking about India, they were saying like, you know, it's just a terrible place. You know, it's like no offense
Parts
to people
of
from
it.
there. Parts of it, yeah. The slums are really bad,
Yes.
right? And it's like
Yeah, but that's in every. There's slums in every country. So
totally,
it's
totally.
like-
So here's the funny part. People from India don't want to go back to India. But the people from the West, they glorify India as being like this enlightening place, but it's right. All you're really seeing is suffering, bro. But like multiple places on Earth will show you suffering.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, everywhere. It's everywhere in the world. So.
But like in stark contrast.
You're just
to
are
the
you
West,
awake
you
to
know?
it? You're not awake. Yeah, you're not awake to it in the West as much because we are.
Privilege.
It's like hidden. It's like hidden. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not advertised as much.
Yeah. No, it's not at all. See, this is my thing about death. It's like if we just like promote, if we like focus on death more in like life, then you'll appreciate life more.
Yeah.
You know, because like
I've taken that into practice myself, so like I can say yes to that,
Right?
And do my own experiences.
yeah. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I always thought I was like crazy. Like when we were like little kids, I'd always like think that before the school year started or like something big was like about to happen, I would just die before it happened.
I've thought of something like that before.
Right? Like, but it's weird that now that when you look at it, oh, you have to go through, bro.
I can't.
Just break it.
Oh, thank you.
um,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
it's weird when like you realize that that's the apex of all spiritual understanding. You know, like you're going to die, and we knew this as kids. It's like, well, if you just hold on to that feeling, then there's nothing to learn except to live. You know. But it's like
Yeah,
we
exactly.
hit this point in our lives where we begin to think that we're invincible.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that's the other way.
Go. I need to buy an SMG, man, or a better pistol.
Hey, you gotta get that little AK-47. Man.
The extension to make it a semi-auto.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, damn. You're okay. Yours is way faster than mine.
Right? Yeah, that's why you just gotta pick it up when they give it. Rather than.
Oops.
You ever hear of this chemical revolution?
Nope.
So like it's a big thing right now where like that's why everyone's going to like Peru and stuff to do ayahuasca, and like LSD's becoming big because like it's like in the 60s, you know, we were having a chemical revolution there where like we spiritually wake up.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like it's a resurgence because I was reading magazines and they're like openly talking, like CEOs of companies were openly talking about how they
What's up?
microdose. Oh, what's up?
I'm with Beej right now. Yeah. GTA.
Because we're playing GTA.
Yeah.
Hey, it's your bro?
Yeah.
Tell them we're live too. Say Adrian.
We're live right now
On the podcast?
on the YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube live. Yeah, man.
Is that on a mission?
Yes. This is our last one. We'll be done in like 10 minutes.
You guys been playing the whole time?
Yeah, just chilling.
Talking about life, man.
No cheat codes on this?
Cheat codes. No, this is real life. It's my second life, man. This is what it is.
There's no all on.
I can hear him on my headset.
No, for this.
I can. There is. I just once you open the door.
Rich is playing too?
No, Vish is at work. He's a working man.
Just
Yeah.
two of you?
We're chilling. We're just chilling right now. Oh, close up. Yeah, that was Adrian, my younger brother. You don't know who he is? You probably know who he is if you're live still.
Yeah, search him up. PersistentAcademy.com.
Persistence Academy.
Yeah.
Get on the bike. Thanks, buddy. Oh, nice motorcycle. Can I keep it?
No.
This looks like the Honda CBR, man.
Oh.
Looks like a Honda CBR.
Hey, all right, this will blow your mind, because we're thinking about doing it for the next podcast. But
Okay, I'm expecting something mind blowing.
so there's something called share play. So you don't even need to download the game, but Vish can play like Uncharted, and then there's this thing called pass the controller. So you, from watching it on your screen, you can actually control the character.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that as an option, but I never knew what it was.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's like we could just watch him play, and then he's like, oh, I can't get on this level. Like, you try it, and then he'll just like enable your controller.
And then we just keep switching, as long as you're in the same party.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that crazy, man? Like,
Well,
technology.
Yeah.
Technology's become so intense.
But why would I play a one-player game and do that? When I can just be, when we all can just play
That's true too.
a
That's true.
two-player game,
That's true.
a
more fun.
multiplayer game, and yeah, exactly. Oh, they're chasing you. I'm leaving you. Yeah, in story mode, I loaded up on cars, but I should be going. I should be going with a bicycle. I should go with a motorcycle.
Yeah, man.
Because I didn't know. Like with the driving, if you drive like it had to be a motorcycle. I thought it was just it increases both.
No, yeah, it had to be a motorcycle.
Okay, that changes everything. I gotta get rid of cars now.
And the cool thing about motorcycles is like you can whip through traffic better.
Yeah.
So I like it. Oh, we're almost done. Whoop. Awesome.
Get out of my way. Yes.
Good. All right. Whoop. Nope.
Cool.
Nice. 18 grand. Not bad. All right, man.
You are.
Good.
Selfie right here
Yeah. Yeah.
with our bikes.
Yeah. All right, we'll selfie after. But yeah, broadcast done. That was a good one. Another good conversation.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
It's always a good time to talk.
Till next time.
Yeah, till next time.
Peace.